Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is Berkfamily54comics. I'm Steve. In today's live video, I'm going to be answering some questions that were sent to me on Instagram. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chats. As you can see, my hair is just all sorts of just too long, crazy. This quarantine has got my hair way messed up. We got Flashpoint Comics up in here. What's up, man? How you doing? This is just a live stream for me to just go over some questions from the comic book community and just hang out, honestly. Before I do that, let me see if I can pull up my intro. I like to play my intro when I do these live streams. Here we go. Let's see here. Organizing some books. I'm going to be doing a video this week where I am talking about reorganizing my comic book wall and room. So I'm excited about that. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so there's my intro. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Again, cannot wait until I see a barber, get my hair cut. Real quick, ask my question. Okay, I will ask your question. Comic Books NYC. Hey, Evans Comics and Pop Culture Comics and Pop Culture. That is the longest name I've seen. How's it going, man? Okay, so Comic Books NYC would like me to answer the following question. What's your favorite non-Power Rangers or TMNT indie comic book series? Okay, I've said this many, many times before. My favorite independent comic book that is not Power Rangers TMNT is definitely God Country by Donny Cates. He is one of the best writers out there right now. Is a story about an old man who has Alzheimer's. If he holds onto his sword, he is giving these powers, and he has to fight all these cosmic beings, while his son and daughter-in-law and granddaughter are like shocked because he's like this crazy guy who curses a lot and wants to fight everyone. But it's a 6-issue series. It's actually really good. It kind of gets you in the feels because even though it's a comic book, it's like, to me, it's more like a graphic novel. It's like a regular story more than a regular comic book. Still have not read God Country, but I want to. Nice. Yes, you definitely need to. It's really good. Hey, Count Von Strange, hello. Chris Lackey, hello. James, what's up? Mark Spector, what's up? Lots of good people. If you have questions for me, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll try to answer them. Sorry, my hair is just all sorts of messed up. I'm going to go over some of the questions that were sent to me on Instagram. But like I said, if you have a question for me, go ahead and drop them here in the live chat, and I'll try to answer them. We can just hang out, honestly. Okay, here I get 2 questions from Instagram on my Ask Me Anything thing. And I have other ones that were sent to me as well. I have one from Karate Kevin, which is one of my favorite friends. Him and I are going live tomorrow night on Monday. We're going to be going live, I think it's 7 Eastern, to talk about ranking the Ninja Turtle movies. Gosh, my hair is just out of control. Anyways, his question is, who would you like to see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers cross over with next? Okay, so right now they're crossing over with Ninja Turtles, and they have crossover. What's your shampoo brand? My shampoo brand is Head and Shoulders. There we go. They've crossed over with the Ninja Turtles and Justice League, and I think some other ones before, maybe, but I know those 2 for sure. I would like to see them cross over with either the Avengers or Transformers. And the reason I say Transformers is obviously, Jason the Red Ranger just fell down, is because of the Zords. I would like to see how their Zord does against Transformers, or all the Zords do against the Transformers. I think it would be pretty cool if, like, Optimus Prime was able to make all of the Zords be stand-up bots. I think that'd be pretty cool. Make them all Autobots, and then one crazy big bot, like another Prime. We call it the Mega Prime bot. I think that'd be pretty cool. Transformers, yes. Okay, so Transformers and Avengers. I think that'd be cool because I do like the Avengers as well. Another question I got was from Two Brothers Comics. How fast would Goku kill all the Power Rangers? He would not kill the Power Rangers. I don't know much about Goku other than I did watch like 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and that's all I know about Dragon Ball Z. Is just those 5 episodes I watched as a kid. Hey, do you want comics? Greetings and salutations. Hello. This is the CEO of DGC. So if you've not ordered your DGC slab, you can talk to him. So I'm going over some questions that people ask me on Instagram or in here. If you guys have questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat. I got a couple other questions for some people. Let's see here. Yes, it is a Q&A, Mark Spector. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is from Gomez Comic Collector. I'll do yours next, James. What key comic is a sleeper right now? Okay, I'm gonna say, which one's a sleeper right now? I think Batman Year One is a sleeper because I mean you can get like a 9.6 or a 9.8 around $100, and I think Year One is definitely some inspiration using for the Batman movie, and that's obviously one of the best Batman storylines ever. So I'm surprised that that book is not higher. So I'm gonna say conservatively Batman 404, which is the very first book in the Batman Year One storyline. His next question from Gomez Comic Collector. What comics do you enjoy reading the most at the moment? I enjoy reading, going back and reading Power Rangers. I read issues 0 through 25 or 26. And I talked a lot of crap on Kyle Higgins for Shattered Grid because I didn't like how he sidelined Tommy a lot. But his first 16 issues are amazing. Amazing. So I definitely like to go back and read Power Rangers. Okay, we got a couple questions here. Count Von Strange says, he's heard Detective Comics 27 is a good book and may blow up one of these days. You know, you might be on to something. We'll see. We'll see. Goku 100% would 100% fight the Rangers, but he would spare them. Interesting. James Gallegos, if you only have 3 toppings on your pizza, what are they? Well, I'm assuming that sauce and cheese are already on there because that's on every pizza. So I'm gonna go with pepperoni, jalapenos, and ground beef. I really like those 3. So I do like other pizzas. I like chicken bacon ranch is one of my favorite pizzas for sure to eat. What are you guys' favorite pizzas? Because that's those pepperoni and jalapenos are those together are my favorite. But I do like that as well. I also like some cream cheese sometimes as my sauce. Okay. Let's go to the next question here. Okay, this is from Backseat Driver 5280. What got you into Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers? Okay, so when I was a kid, the very first Ninja Turtles movie came out in 1990. Oh, D-Runk says sausage, ham, and mushrooms. Ugh, on the mushrooms. My wife would say yes on mushrooms as well. Sausage is good. Ham, I like ham a little bit, but not on my pizza. James says pepperoni, mushroom, and green chili. Nice. Okay. What got me into Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles? Okay, Ninja Turtles came out in 1990, the very first movie. I was 2 years old. Hey, Gomez, I just answered your questions. I'll have to go back and go over those again. The first movie came out in 1990. I was 2 years old. My parents still took me to it, and I loved it. When we moved into our house, when I was like 3 or 4, I got all these fat heads, which are like these like stick-on things you can put on your wall of every single Ninja Turtle, every one of them. And I had the border around my walls, and I had the light switch cover, and there was the animated show on TV that I watched every single day. So I'd say the movie got me into it, and then the TV show kept me interested in it. And who doesn't like, all these colorful animals fighting? So that's why I like the Ninja Turtles. As far as Power Rangers go, so I obviously like the Ninja Turtles first, and then the Power Rangers came out when I was 5 years old in 1993, and I just loved the concept of these teenagers getting these powers and these colorful suits, getting these robots, and those robots are animals. I mean, I just love the whole concept. And the Green Ranger came, and the Green Ranger is the best. I really liked that we had an evil one and good ones, and then they all became good. That's why I got into Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Backseat Driver 5280's next question is, are there any other heroes or teams you follow in comics? Okay, so I've said this before. Yeah, bro, Ninja Turtles was my thing when I was 6 to 8 years old. Nice. I really like the Justice League Super Friends TV show, the cartoon, when I was a kid. I think it was still like 10 or 20 years old when I was watching it, but I really liked it. It would come on like every night at like 9 or 9:30 on Cartoon Network. And so I really liked the Justice League. That's how I got to know. I'll answer your question next, D-Runk. Where was that? Oh, Justice League. I really like the Justice League because of that TV show. I don't even have this on. There we go. Really like the Flash, Batman. The movies help, but Justice League is my favorite other team to follow. I do like the Flash and Batman, Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers. Those are my top four. I'd say Spider-Man is probably fifth. I really like the OG Spider-Man movies. Thought were really good with Tobey Maguire. I remember going to all of those to the movie theaters when I was a kid. So I'd say Justice League, Batman, Flash, and Spider-Man. Okay, D-Runk has a question for me. I need to know your two favorite books. One that's in your collection and one that you wish was in my collection. Or one I wish was in my collection. Okay. So I'm assuming these are attainable. That second one is an attainable book that I'd like to have in my collection. Okay, so my favorite book in my collection right now, I really like the first appearance of the Teen Titans and the Brave and the Bold 54. I really do like it, but I'd say it's my second favorite book to Power Rangers issue 0, the Green Ranger variants. I'd say that's my favorite one, CGC 9.8. It was my second copy. It got damaged, got pressed out, still came back to 9.8. I love the Green Ranger. Obviously, everyone knows that. Let's see here. Got Power Ranger comic books everywhere. Oh, here it is. I got the second print signed by JDF, and then I have a picture with them. So I'm obviously a big Green Ranger fan, so that's why issue 0, I'll have to get it out here in a second, is my favorite book in my collection. One book that I do wish was in my collection, Flash 110. That is the one book I'm hunting this year. It is the first appearance of Wally West, which is the Kid Flash. And I think he is the best Flash. I've said that many, many times. I do like Barry Allen, but I think Wally West is far superior. So Flash 110 is one book I wish was in my collection. Good question, D-Rock. James says, are you adjusting your pull list now that no new comics have came out in a while? What are you dropping? What are you adding? You know, that is a good question because I do feel like I'm going to be adding more comic books when they come back out because I'll just be so excited. But I don't know if I am, honestly. I might start reading Superman. I have not been reading Superman. Hey, Chino Comics and more. I'll get to your questions here shortly. I might start reading Superman. I know that D-Runk is a big Superman fan, but I think he said that the current writer is not the best. I think it's Bendis, and I'm not a big Bendis fan. But I have been picking up Power Rangers. I have been picking up Power Rangers TMNT, Flash, Batman, Nightwing, Thor. Those are the ones I have been picking up. So I might add one or two others. I'm not going to be dropping any. I did drop Ninja Turtles just because like there's all these other characters that I don't really know that much about, so I dropped them. But I may add them back. I have issue 95 through 101. Any cons you looking to go to this later this year? Well, if they start having comic cons again, I'm going to. Did you change your name? I feel like it was Evans Comics and Pop Culture Comics and Pop Culture. Just 2 minutes ago. I might go to Planet Comic Con if they have it later this year. There wasn't really that many people that I wanted to see the first time, so that's why I didn't go. But they canceled it and rescheduled it. So if they add some more people, then I'll probably go. Especially if they had Power Rangers, I'll probably go if they had Power Rangers. But I only usually go to just the Comic Con in Kansas City. Hey, Boat Ride, what's up? I'm gonna go ahead and get to Chino Comics some more question, and then I'll get to some of these other ones. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. You should talk about what's coming to your channel and what your viewers want to see, and talk about what is the ultimate grail you're chasing. Okay, so I already talked about what grail I'm chasing. That's Flash 110. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Boat Ride. Hopefully working out a trade with Manny. We'll see. With one of the books in my collection that I would be willing to part with. We'll see if that happens. If not, I'll just buy it. Okay, what's coming to my channel? Okay, well, let's talk about what's coming to my channel this week. Tomorrow night at 7, me and Karate Kevin are going over our ranking every Ninja Turtle movie that's been created. Me and D. Ronk have talked about a while for doing something on Tuesday. That's been his only day off in a while, so hopefully we get something going. If not, I do have something going, I think at night with Mark Spector. So if me and D Ronk go live on Tuesday, we would have to go live in the afternoon because Mark Spector and I are doing a Marvel versus DC live show. We're doing our top 10 characters for each, and I think there's going to be a giveaway as well. So I think it's Tuesday at 8:30 Central or Eastern. I cannot remember. You work this Tuesday? Okay, that's fine. We'll do it another night. Wednesday, I think I'm going to be doing a comic book room update. Thursday is our Thursday night chat. Friday, I think I'm going to be releasing part 3, which is like a year old now because I did part 1 and 2 like back to back, and I haven't done part 3 in a year. To what's name that comic book character. I'm going to have my daughter on again. She's going to be naming comic book characters or trying to. So that's going to be on Friday, and then I'll probably do another live show on this next weekend. Hey, you're going to Planet Comic Con? Dude, hit me up. DM me on Instagram. If you go, we'll talk. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. What writer do you recommend reading and why? Okay, I definitely recommend reading Scott Snyder because his writing on Batman, everything except for Batman Last Night on Earth, that's the only one I didn't really like or follow too much. Dark Knight's Metal was okay, but the rest of his stuff is really good. His entire New 52 run on Batman is really good. His All-Star Batman run is really good. He did a good job on Justice League. So I definitely recommend Scott Snyder. Obviously, Jeff Johns is an amazing writer. Everything he touches, Green Lantern, Flash, Justice League, anything, Teen Titans, all that stuff, amazing, amazing stuff. So Jeff Johns, Scott Snyder, Donny Cates is really good. God Country is really good. His Venom run's been good. I liked him on Absolute Carnage. So those are a couple of people that I would definitely recommend. Let's see. I don't know if they are. We'll see. No, there were a few in Jersey I'm sending as well. Pushback. Yeah, ours is pushed back to August too. Snyder and Jeff Johns are great. Yes, I agree. Yes. Let's see here. Hey, Manny. So I answered a few from Chino Comics and more. What's coming to my channel this week? I'm hoping at some point to have Ryan Parrott from the Power Rangers comics come onto my channel. He said like 2 months ago that he'd join onto my channel, and I've messaged him. Like he said, sure. Like 100% he said, sure, he'd be on. And I messaged him again, and he said, well, we'll see. We'll have to see when the time is right. And I've messaged him like every single week to see if he wants to come on. He just keeps ignoring me, so maybe he doesn't want to come on anymore. But we'll see. Hopefully I can get him on in the future. Hope to get back on Tuesday shows of Chino and Manny when new comics come back, if they're up to it. I have been helping them be a moderator on their live sales, which they've just bought an insane collection. Ultimate Grail for this year, Flash 110, first appearance of Wally West. I really want that book. Talked about Manny and me maybe doing a trade. We'll see if that happens. If not, I'll see if I can buy one. Who would win? Who would win between the Green Ranger and Wolverine? You know who I'm going to say. I'm actually going to say the Wolverine will win because that guy's indestructible. Unless you throw him into like a volcano fire pit or something. That's the only way. Or if like just the Dragonzord just squished him and then threw him in there. But that's the only way the Green Ranger would win because Wolverine's indestructible. So I'd actually say Wolverine. It's a good question, Manny. Let's see here. I have not got my hair cut. Dude, my hair is insanely long. In the here, I'm going to go and show this real quick. In the thumbnail for this video, this is back when I was, this is a year ago. As you can see, my hair is really short. It looks so much better when it's short versus long. This is what it looks like long. Looks terrible. So I definitely need a haircut at some point. Yeah, Wolverine would win, I think, unless they get the Zords involved, of course. Okay, let me see if I can find some other questions here that were sent to me. Let's see here. Georgia Comic Book Boy, what run are you working on collecting next or currently? Okay, so I definitely want to collect the rest of Power Rangers issues 33 through 38. I have Power Rangers 0 through 32 and then 39 through present. But when they did the like it was like the off the grid storyline, it was like all these different Rangers from all the different seasons were together. And it wasn't the Mighty Morphin, even though it was a Mighty Morphin series, it had none of the Mighty Morphin like team members outside of Ranger Slayer. And so I just didn't really enjoy that. And so I would like to read it at some point. That is the only like Power Ranger comic books I don't have because I have 1 through 30 for Go-Go, and I have all the Power Rangers TMNT and Power Rangers Justice League. I just don't have like the issues. I think I have 0 through 32 and then 39 through 49. So I don't have 33 through 38. I need to get those. Who's your favorite Marvel team? Okay, so I do like the Avengers. The Avengers movies are really good. The Spider-Verse characters are really good. I do enjoy those. But I'm actually going to say the Fantastic Four. If you've never read a Fantastic Four comic or one of the current run Fantastic Four books, I would definitely recommend it. I think I have issues 1 through 5. And that was when they were being reintroduced into the Marvel universe. And it's really good. So I would say that I like the Fantastic Four just as much, if not more, than the Avengers and the Spider-Verse characters. X-Men are good too. I did like the X-Men show as a kid, but not as much as any of the DC stuff. Let's see here. Manny, who is your favorite Marvel team? Gomez asks, what comic are you most happy about this year grabbing thus far? I recently got one of my girls yesterday. I've been waiting to get for 2 years. Wow. I'd say my Wolverine #1 that I was able to buy back from Big Will. There might be another one here. Let me just make sure that I got these correct because I was able to buy back. Oh, no, I keep forgetting. I did buy an ASM 129. That's like a 3.0, I'd say. I would definitely say that's my favorite book that I've acquired so far. ASM 129. I'd need to get it CGC'd at some point. I need to send it off to get pressed first. But I definitely say ASM 129 is my favorite book that I have gotten so far this year. I haven't got my Flash 110 yet, but that's coming. Manny says his favorite team is X-Men. Nice. Nice. Who's your favorite X-Men character, Manny? Yeah, it's a good show. Who's your favorite X-Men character, Manny? I think mine would be Wolverine or Gambit. And then those are my two favorites. And then Cyclops. ASM 129 is on my radar myself, but waiting until the price is right. You know, I was able to get mine for an insane deal because an old man came into the store. My price is NFS. That stands for not for sale. An old man came into a comic book shop and he had a box full of them, like box full of comic books. He's like, "How much is this worth?" Some guy left it at my rental unit, and the guy paid $50 for this entire box. And that box was ASM 129, Batman 251. I was able to buy both of those for $250 plus tax. So and they're both like, you know, in the 3.0 range, but it's still insane price, I feel like. Yes, it is a steal, right? Okay. Let's see. I got a couple other questions here. Let's see. Tori Tate, who was on my show the other day. Let me answer yours, Evan. Any 90s books do you think are going to pop? Turok, right? Let's see. I think at some point, not Bane, Sword of Azrael #1 or Batman 489 or Batman 500. All those Azrael keys, I'd say at some point is going to pop off because I think they're going to make it an animated Azrael Nightfall type movie, and I feel like it'll probably go up at some point. That's the only one that I can really think of for the 90s that I think would pop, because most everything else is from, you know, the 80s. I like Batman 497. That's a big one too because Bane breaks Batman's back. I love that book, but who knows? Honestly, you can never really tell. Who knows, right? Azrael, as it seems real, I don't know, right? Okay, so Tori Tate, who was on my show the other day, he asks, talk about the future of the comic book industry. So I do think that we are going to see less comic books available as we come back from this pandemic. I think DC and Marvel are going to be dropping a lot of their not their big hitters. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Gray Man? You know, I don't think that many people want to read Plastic Man, or they don't want to read, you know, Justice League Dark, or some of those like not the mainstream ones like Justice League, Teen Titans, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman. You know, I could even see like Shazam and Aquaman being canceled at some point because you can always tie in all those other characters into other books like the Batman books. The Batman and Detective Comics books should have all of the Robins in it. They could even drop Nightwing if they wanted to, but Nightwing is a really good series, and I don't want to see his book get dropped, but I could see it happening. And same thing for Marvel. I could see a lot of the other like non-mainstream characters getting their books dropped. You know, I think obviously Spider-Man is safe, X-Men is safe, Avengers is safe, but some of the other characters, I definitely could see them, you know, dropping them. I know the Immortal Hulk has been a big deal, so maybe they'll. I think a lot of these characters that like have an ongoing series, they may end up turning them into just like mini series or straight to trade paperbacks. So those writers and artists still get money, but they're not, you know, producing a ton of books on them, and they're like minimizing their loss on comic books. So I do think in the future that we'll be seeing less comic books on shelves. I do think the independent comic book industry is going to thrive, though, just because there's a lot more stories you can tell. You don't have all these characters you have to like dive deep into. Like there's a ton of like stories that anyone could be coming up with. I heard just yesterday that JDF, the Green Ranger, had his own book. It was called The Black Dragon, and it was about a janitor who was like a karate person. I could see like stories like that be adapted into comic books. So there's a ton of stories and creative ideas that you could come up with in the independent comics that you cannot come up with in DC and Marvel. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. We got 9 people in here. We got lots of good people. Let's see if I can find any other questions that were sent to me. Let's see here. Hey, Stay Puff, you got any questions for me? We're just in a live Q&A chat, so if you guys got questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat. Gomez says, yes, prices just keep going up. I honestly think that's another thing that's going to happen. Prices are going to go up for books. We're going to see an increase in $1 at least per book, because I could pay $4.99 or $5.99 for books when, just like 2 years ago, books 2 or 3 years ago, they were $2.99. And it is crazy they keep going up, but they do have to pay their overhead. So I do think they're going to be cutting books and then raising the price of the books they do keep. Let's see here. Gomez, what did I say earlier? What is a key comic? What do you guys think is another sleeper comic that people should be grabbing right now that's going up? Some Comic Book Hunter. I've been asked this before. How did you get into Power Rangers? Have you seen the original Japanese version? I have seen the Super Sentai original Japanese version. I can tell you that the original Yellow Ranger on Super Sentai in Japan was a dude, and that is why the Yellow Ranger does not have a skirt and the Pink Ranger does, because the Pink was always a girl. The show came out when I was 5 years old, and I just remember just coming home and seeing the advertisement for it. And I'm like, whoa, that looks awesome. And I remember watching from the very first episode all the way through when Tommy becomes the White Ranger and past that. I loved every minute of it. It came on every day when I got home from school. And there was a new episode. Back then, you had a new Power Rangers episode every single day. And so it was really easy to get into Power Rangers. I'd already liked Ninja Turtles for the fighting and the colors and the animals. And I just thought it was a great show. It came out at the right time. I was 5 years old, and that is why I like the Power Rangers. Screw that. They're not worth very much. I do know a lot of people that say that they're not picking up new comic books anymore because of inflation, and also they just don't want to be, buying stuff that's not keys. I mean, people are spending $20 to $100 or more every week on new comics that are not going to be worth any more than cover price, or probably less. And that is why the comic industry is dying. I mean, I stopped buying a lot of comic books because, I just needed to save money for myself. And I think every year comic books, like the amount they sell, it just keeps going down every year. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what makes me second guess when purchasing new comics. And I honestly purchase a lot of the new comics to support the LCS, and also because I want to read the story. If I don't enjoy the story, I'm not going to read it. And so that's why I drop comics. I remember watching with my cousin when I was 7. Nice. Hey, Karate Kevin, I was talking about you. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we're ranking all the Ninja Turtles movies on my channel. Yours was the very first question that I answered, but I'll go back and answer it just for you because you're one of my favorite dudes. Let's see here. Your question. Oh, I got another question in here. This is from D Runk. I'll go back and I'll read D Runk's next. Who would you like to see the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers crossover with next? I said the Avengers or Transformers. I would like to see the Autobots turn each one of the Zords into an Autobot, and they all going to be stand-up robots, and then they come together and become the Mega Prime Zord Autobot. I think that'd be really cool. So Avengers or Transformers would be pretty sweet. Before I get to any of these other ones, I want to answer D Runk's question. Favorite book in and out. Okay, I already answered his favorite book in and out of collection. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, comics are nuts this year. I took a setback, definitely. I haven't bought a comic in a while, going crazy. I know, man. I remember seeing your haul from when you went to Florida. LOL, you buy new comics to read. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I definitely appreciated all the books that you guys have been sending me. That House of X and Powers of X storyline was actually really, really good. And I appreciated you guys sending me all of each of those because it was nice to read it in the order you're supposed to read it because you kind of got like the past, present, and future of what's happening. And I thought it was really good. Yes. It is sad that I don't think a single comic is worth $3.50 or whatever. You're right. Okay, let's see here. What was the first comic book you purchased, and do you still have it? Yes, I do. The very first, okay, I bought 2 comic books the very first time I went to the comic book store. And I'll tell you how I got into comic books. Well, I'll tell you 2 stories about how I got into comic books. When I was a kid, my mom would always take me to the grocery store. We had Food for Less here in town, and it's no longer here, but they had a comic rack and magazines and all that stuff. And I would go over to read comic books. But I wasn't old enough to read. I was just looking at the pictures. The very first comic book I remember looking through was Batman 497, where Bane breaks Batman's back. That's why that book is special to me. We did not buy it, but that's the first book I remember, and that's how I got into comic books back when I was a kid. So I'd always look at them whenever I went through comics, and I remember the colorful suit that Azrael had. So that's why I said Azrael early, because I do like Azrael. But when I got into comic books in 2016, I was on yahoo.com at work, and I remember seeing an advertisement for how well the Batman TMNT series was doing. And I'm like, what? They're crossing over? And right underneath of that was the Power Rangers issue 0 covers. And I was like, dude, those look amazing. And they said they were out. So I went right over to the comic book store. I bought TMNT Batman issue 2, because that's issue 2 had just come out. So I had to order issue 1 online. And then I still have that book. I never got rid of it. And then I bought issue 0 of the Red Ranger and a Black Ranger. I do not have those anymore, but I did buy another set. So I was able to buy another one again because I sold that set when I needed money about a year or 2 ago. But I do have both of those, including the rest of the other helmets, including white, pink, blue, yellow, and green and white, obviously. So very first comic I remember grabbing, TMNT Batman number 2, still have it signed by the artist Freddie E. Williams. Power Rangers issue 0, Red and Black Ranger variants. Sold those, but I bought other ones. So I guess you could technically say I don't have them, but I do have those in my collection. Ooh, let's see here. Did you watch the Power Rangers rip-off shows like No, I did not. I don't watch any of those. Did not. Fun fact, JDF, the Green Ranger, was in VR Troopers, so that's cool. ASM 265 first Silver Sable will be a big one soon. Okay, I like it. I was totally thinking about the same thing with the Transformers, right? Like the Zords and the Transformers together, that would be sweet. I bought a few this year already. Bro, what's up? How fast would go? Get out of here. I think this is Nick. This has got to be Nick. He's into the anime stuff. Power Rangers, Superman. Get out of here, Goku. Let's see here. Stay Puft, I love the Beetleborgs. Patna. Classic funny ass program. Nice. Green Ranger versus Raphael. Who would win? Green Ranger would win because he has superpowers and he has a Zord. If you're talking hand-to-hand combat, if you're talking Raphael versus Tommy, Raphael would win, hands down. Raphael is by far the best Ninja Turtle, and the Green Ranger is by far the best Power Ranger. So those are my 2 favorites of those teams. Nova Mad, what's up? How you guys doing? We got lots of people. We got 14 people in here. You guys got any other questions for me? I love hanging out, answering some questions, talking to you guys. This has been fun so far. Had lots of good questions. Answered a few already. Let's see. Someone hit me up. Dustin was joking. Oh, never. Okay. Yeah, I am. Yes. Okay. That was from Two Brothers Comics. Raphael is my favorite. Yes. Okay. So the reason why I like Raphael the most is because I can relate to him a lot because he's got that attitude and he thinks he's better than everyone else. When I was a kid, even though I was a really nice kid, I always thought I was better than everyone else. And I just love that he takes crap from no one. Like, he's one of the people that you'd want, like, let's say you have like 3 friends or 4. Let's say you have the Ninja Turtles all as your best friends, and you had to pick one of those people to have your back in any situation. You're going to pick Raphael because that dude will hands down throw down if anyone, anytime. If there was an artist writer that you can or could meet, who would it be and why? Okay. Well, I have a comic book signed by Kevin Eastman, and I've heard him talk, but I did not get to actually meet him. So I would love to actually meet Kevin Eastman because I love the Ninja Turtles. I would love to meet Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Jim Lee is an amazing artist. He tweeted at me last year. No big deal. I'd love to meet both of those. I'd love to meet Scott Snyder because every time I try to meet Scott Snyder at the con 2 years ago, they already capped the line, so I couldn't meet him. So I could just wave to him, and he waved back. So that was cool. I would love to meet Scott Snyder. He seems like a really legit, awesome dude. Frank Miller would be another one I'd like to meet. So I definitely say those ones. Let's see. Leonardo, no. D-Runk, no. Spawn versus Moon Knight. Who wins? Isn't Spawn like unkillable because he's like already dead? So if that's the case, then I'd go Spawn. Don't really know much about either one. I think Moon Knight's like the Batman of like the Marvel universe, but he doesn't have like powers too. I don't really know. Does he only get his powers when like the moon is full or at night? How does that work? People, let me know because I don't know about Marvel very much. So I'm going to say Spawn. Okay. Would you like to see a different storyline of Ninja Turtles where Shredder finds the turtles and ooze instead of Splinter? That would be interesting. That would be really interesting. Yeah, I would. I'd read that. I'd read a one-shot of that. I'd definitely read a one-shot of that. Or a miniseries. I don't think it deserves its own like line, but a miniseries, I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, LOL. Hey, Magic Lasso. What's up, man? Moon Knight is fire. Yeah, that's like Mark Spector is like one of his favorites. Let's see here. Saying hi to everyone. We have 12 people in here. I'm having a good time answering some questions, talking comic books with you guys. Let me think here. I'm trying to come up with some of my own questions. Put your questions in here about if you guys have questions for me. Put them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them. Mark Spector, who's going to be on my show on Tuesday, says, "Hey Ryan, we will have to talk Moon Knight, Steve." Yes, we will, because I don't know anything about Moon Knight. So let me know about him. I have heard that him and Namor are coming to the MCU. I think that'd be interesting. I've also heard that they're going to make, well, this is from Cosmic Book News, which is like not legit at all. Ethan Van Sciver like backs them, but everything they put up is wrong. They have said that Black Panther is going away and then we're getting a African American Namor. I hope that's not true. Hope we get Namor. I don't care what skin color is. I just hope that Black Panther still sticks around. But I have heard not good things. That things are not going well with Chadwick Boseman and Marvel. And so hopefully they can figure something out, keep him in the MCU, because I think he's a good character. I think it'd be cool to bring in Moon Knight and Namor into one of his movies. And maybe even X-Men, because I know that Black Panther marries Sue Storm. Not Sue Storm. Storm. Susan Storm, whatever. One of the X-Men characters, the Storm Lady. Another one, Tiger King versus King Shark. Well, I'm going to say a pack of tigers would beat King Shark, unless they're being raised by Carol Baskin down in Florida. King Shark, for sure. Do you like the newest Power Rangers movie? You know, I liked it when I went to it because I thought there would be a sequel, that we'd finally get Tommy. But I think that one thing they messed up was not having Green Ranger, which is most everyone's favorite. They really messed up by not having the Green Ranger in the movie. And so I'm going to say I did like the movie. It did not do well because the Green Ranger was not in it. I do think the morphine thing was kind of stupid, but I did like it. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Um, that is definitely not as good as the OG in '95. I think it's better than the Turbo movie for sure. Let's see here. Berkfamily54comics. Tell me a comic related goal you have that does not involve buying a specific book. Completing my Power Rangers run. I do not have issues 33 through 38 because it was like the off the grid or some other storyline that didn't involve Power Rangers, but I want to complete my run and also completing more of my Batman run because I'd like to have 100 through current, which Nemesis Prime over at 3 Men in the Basement has every single Batman book 100 through current, and I'd like to also have that. So I'd say completing runs. Hey, Tori, I answered your question earlier. Storm Panther? Yeah, so Storm from the X-Men and Black Panther got together. Shredder versus Zed. Zed, because he's got more power. But he doesn't really use it, honestly, because he doesn't ever like fight the Power Rangers by himself. So maybe Shredder, because Shredder actually fights. Who knows? But I'd say Zed. Channel suggestions. Start reading popular storylines that you have not read yet and start reviewing them. Maybe start with Moon Knight. Okay, I'd be down. Let me know in the comments or here, put in the live chat. What are some good Moon Knight storylines that you guys suggest, or other Marvel storylines that you guys suggest? They want to get rid of Black Panther. Those are the rumors. Yes, that is the rumor. I'm going to get a heart. Are you attending any cons after the pandemic? I would be down to go to the con in Kansas City if better people show up. Like I wasn't a big fan. Like I think Art Germ was like and Adam Hughes were the only big names that I thought about seeing at the con in Kansas City before they postponed it to later in the year. But I really don't need to see either one of those, so that's why I wasn't planning on going. But if they get some other actors or creators or Power Rangers there, I would definitely go. Definitely. I'll leave that to Mark Spector. Yeah, Mark Spector, if you didn't know, Moon Knight fan. Look at his avatar. Looks like Moon Knight. So maybe on Tuesday we'll talk about that. Hard question. I guess I should have clarified. Yes. Let's see here. What changes, any, would you like to make to your channel? Would you make to your channel? Oh, I have thought about just changing it to Berk54comics, or just changing it to my name, where Steve reviews comics. I thought about changing my name, but I've already changed my name once. I don't really feel like doing it again because people know who I am. I would like to have more videos to get more views. That would be a nice change to my channel. I would like to unbox more big books, though we've kind of been trying to like save money right now because you never know what's going to happen with this pandemic. People could lose their jobs or not get paid. So we've been trying to, wait until the pandemic is over before I really buy anything big. But I definitely want to unbox some bigger books or do more unboxings and more reviews, and continue doing weekly live shows with Kevin, and hopefully me, D-Rump can get one going, and me and Dustin and Ryan can continue our Thursday night chat. No one really like watches our Thursday night chat very much, it seems like, compared to my other shows, which is weird. Because they watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of our Thursday night chats, but they haven't really watched like the last couple. But I still enjoy doing it, so I keep doing it because it's a lot of fun, and I love having Dustin and Ryan on. I love talking Power Rangers, so if I'm going to be doing a YouTube comic book show, I definitely want to keep talking about Power Rangers because I love the Power Rangers. So I'd say just more views, more unboxings, more regular shows, or regular videos. Dude, look how big my thumb is. It's pretty big. Why in the world will they get rid of that? Okay, apparently he is having conflicts with them, and they're like that's why there really hasn't been a Black Panther 2 announced because of like their problems. Who knows for sure though. And like he lost a ton of weight. People were like, he doesn't look like a superhero anymore. So maybe he's an out as Black Panther because he's like super skinny now. Who knows? Hey, Comics for Thomas, what's up? Do you have Funko Pops? If so, about how many? Yeah, I got one. It's a Z Pop. No, I don't collect Funkos, unfortunately. Not really into Funkos or toys. I'd be down to get the rest of the Power Rangers action figures because I have white, green, and red, but I don't have any of the others. I'd be down to get those if I got a good price on them. Let's see. Godzilla versus Megazord, Pacific Rim style. Who wins? If you don't say Godzilla, I will unsubscribe. Probably say Godzilla, honestly, because isn't he like indestructible and he breathes fire? But Power Rangers can take him into space, throw him into the moon, then he'd die. So maybe Power Rangers? It's up to whichever one you like more. Okay, Hollywood wants to make a movie on YouTube, Comic Host. Who is playing you and who is playing other comic creators? That is the best question I've ever been asked. Okay, person that's playing me is Chris Pratt. Hey, what's up, Chad? Person playing me is Chris Pratt. I'm gonna name like a couple other people that are in the chats because I can't name everyone in the comic community. So I'm gonna start with Karate Kevin. Who plays Karate Kevin? I'm gonna say Chuck Norris plays Karate Kevin because they're both big karate people. So I'm gonna say Chuck Norris plays Karate Kevin. Chad, who plays Chad? Let's see here. We need a skinny person with glasses. Skinny, tall guy with glasses that wears weird socks. Raymond. Everyone loves Raymond would play Chad. You would have picked Whoopi Goldberg for me? Come on, man. Let's see here. James, for you, I'm going to say, I'm going to change my answer for me. James, for you, I'd say, what's that person's name? Val Kilmer would play you, James. For me, I'm going to change it from Chris Pratt. JDF, Jason David Frank is playing me. Let's see here. He said he would pick Keanu Reeves. You do look like Keanu Reeves, for sure. But I want to go with someone who actually knows karate like you. Magic Lasso, I'm going to say Chris Pine because you're a Wonder Woman fan. Tori Tate, I'm going to say who would play you would be, what is that guy's name on The Office? The Office characters. What is that guy's name? Stanley Hudson. The guy that plays Stan. He's portrayed by Leslie Baker. That is who would be you, Tori Tate. Favorite actor to play Batman? Well, I think that the best Batman movies were made of Christian Bale, but I do not think I love his movies the best, for sure. I think that Ben Affleck was a good Bruce Wayne, but not the best Batman. John Krasinski could play me. He could. He'll live with Chris Pine. All right. Who else was in here? D-Runk. Did I say who would play D-Runk? I want to say the person to play D-Runk would be Dwight Schrute. So Ryan Wilson or Rainn Wilson would play D-Runk. Dustin and Nick. Who would play Dustin and Nick? Oh, man. Let me think. Mark Ruffalo would play Nick, and Let me think. Bradley Cooper would play Dustin. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. I would love to see who plays me on screen. Yeah, so just Google search Stan Hudson, The Office. Who do I have for Mark Spector Comics? Let me think here. Who would play Mark Spector? Dude, honestly, Mark Spector, you look a lot like one of my coworkers. His name is Tim. You look like a lot like him. So he's your doppelganger. But who would play you? I'd say, man, I need someone. I'm going to say Jean-Claude Van Damme would play you, Mark Spector. Skinny guy, but more athletic than they look, for sure. Let's see here. Okay. I think your casting for these folks need to be a whole video. You know, I think you're right. I think that should be my next video. Jim Parsons for Mark Spector. Maybe. Mark Wahlberg for Mark Spector. Hey, there you go. What about Zach Braff? What about Zach Galifianakis for Mark Spector? JCVD is Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of his favorites. Yes. Baller. Shot caller. 20-inch blade on the Impala. You guys have any other questions for me? This has been fun. I do think I should do a video like this. And I'll probably change who I say everyone is. Maybe people can nominate people and I'll say what character they are, who would play them in a movie. I think that'd be a really, really, really good, fun idea. But for me, like I said, JDF, the Green Ranger, would play me. Of course. Of course. You guys got any other questions for me? You guys got any other questions? This has been a lot of fun. We've been talking for almost an hour now. Wow. This has been fun. Zach Galifianakis for D-Runk. Who did I say for D-Runk? I don't remember who I said for D-Runk. But we could say Zach Galifianakis for D-Runk. That'd be fun. Or Will Ferrell for D-Runk. What villain could successfully kill Batman? We're talking any villain? I'm going to say, superpower review, I'm going to say Deathstroke. We're talking DC Universe, because even though Batman repeatedly beats him, Deathstroke is like indestructible. So I'm going to say Deathstroke. Talking any comic book character, I'm going to say Deadpool, Wolverine, Hulk, Captain Marvel. Berkfamily54comics, you answered for Batman. So now, who's your favorite Catwoman actress? Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Halle Berry. There's no stutter there. She's the best Catwoman. Halle Berry. I think she's an amazing actress, but she's also amazing. Was thinking the same thing. Yes. Yes. You guys have any other questions for me? Hey, so tomorrow me and Karate Kevin are talking about our favorite Ninja Turtle movies. So go ahead, if you're not Karate Kevin, everyone else, go ahead and rank all the Ninja Turtle movies for me. Let me know in the comments or in the live chat here what you guys think. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtles? Ninja Turtle movies, rank them. And then also, me and Mark Spector are doing our top 10 Marvel versus top 10 DC on Tuesday. So let me know here in the live chat who some of your favorite DC and Marvel characters are. If Mark Spector puts Moon Knight #1 in his list, I'm going to cringe and laugh and be surprised, not be surprised at all. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Yes. This has been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this. This is fun. I'm going to make a movie. Not a movie. I guess it is a movie. making a video later this week on rearranging my comic book room. Let me know, like, how do you guys think I should do it? Should I leave up some Power Ranger books? Everyone knows I'm a Power Ranger fan. Should I do all slabs? Should I do half slabs, half like key books? Should I do a run? Should I do cool variants? What are some books that I should put up? I can put 6 raw books here on both shelves or 5 slabs on each shelf. And then I have 3 other shelves right here, and I can either put 1 slab or 2 raw on each one of these 3 shelves. So let me know what you guys think. Hey, Book Hermit, how's it going? My favorite DC is The Flash, and my favorite Marvel is Spider-Man. Nice picks. Flash and Batman are my favorites on the DC line. Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man has actually grown on me a lot, as is Ghost Spider. Wolverine's good too, but I'd say probably Spider-Man as well. So what are you guys' favorite DC and Marvel characters? Favorite Ninja Turtle movies? Put them in order. And how should I have my wall back here? Let me know that stuff, and then here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll jump off here. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of impromptu. Karate Kevin did one of these the other day. He's been doing this about twice a week now. He just goes live and just hangs out and talks to people. So I wanted to kind of do something like that today. Berk Hermit just said, I just found some Spanish language printings of early 1980s Marvel comics. Any thought about them? I don't know what to say. They might be worth something to the right person, but anything that's like not like US or English may not be worth as much, because, you know, everyone, like all the big like comic like fans are usually in America or in the United Kingdom. So you'd have to look it up. Honestly, I don't know. It might be like worth a lot to like the right collector. So what kind of Marvel comics are there? Like all kinds, or Spider-Man, or like which ones? This was a fun one. I've had a good time. Let's see here. Magic Lasso says, I love foreign books, especially if the covers are different. Cool. X-Men 157. Okay. I don't know that one. Hey, I know this isn't related to your questions, but what do you think about the comic book industry's predicament? I said this earlier, that I think when we come back, we'll have less comic books. But for Marvel and DC, I think they'll probably close some of the characters or lines that aren't selling as much. And then I think they are going to start slowly raising the prices of each title, like $1 or so. Spanish Moon Knight 1 first appearance looks different than the original Werewolf by Night 32. There you go. There's your fun fact of the day. One of each title. Nice. That's cool. You guys haven't let me know how I should have my wall. I got 22 slabs, and I can do like all 9/8. I think I can do a whole row of all 9/8. I can do a whole row of all Batman, a whole row of all 9/6s. I can do a whole row of Marvel. I cannot do a whole row of Power Rangers because I only have 4. But I can do a ton of raw Power Ranger books because I have a ton of raw Power Ranger books. Here, let me show off some of the ones you guys don't really get to see because they're on my wall over here. So I got a Power Rangers issue 9, second print. This is the first appearance of Lord Draken. It's pretty cool. I got this really cool Power Rangers issue 40 SDCC variants. This was sent to me by Spidey Fan. It's really cool. I would have gotten it graded, but the corner is just a little dented, and so I've decided just to keep it raw for now. Love that cover. It's beautiful. A couple other variants that are over here. I got the White Ranger issue 0, 1 of 100 variant. I think it's like a 9.4 or 9.6. Beautiful. And then I have the White Ranger issue 7, 1 of 25 Zord variants. So you guys don't really get to see some of those on my wall up here because you can only see this one usually. But I wanted to show off these guys for you. Let's see here. Looks like covers are the same, and most of them have their own numbers. Cool. Cool. Man, there's been a lot of people joining here, come and go. This has been fun. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Unless you guys have anything else, I think I'm about to jump off. Tomorrow night, me and Karate Kevin talking our favorite Ninja Turtle movies, or ranking them actually. And then on Tuesday, me and Mark Spector, we're going head to head. We're going Marvel versus DC. We may even have to have another person be a moderator to help. We're going to have the chat votes because after we do our top 10 of Marvel versus DC. Oh, hey, thank you. Your channel has been awesome, just to let you know. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. I've worked hard at it because I started in January of 2019, and I slowly started building it. It wasn't until like the end of summer or the middle of summer last year that I'm like, okay, I want to start building this channel to make it a lot better. Hopefully, by the end of the year, I'll be at 1,000 subscribers. I think right now I'm at 745. And I appreciate everyone for hanging out. I know that I'm a big Power Rangers fan and not everyone else is. But I appreciate the support everyone in the community gives me. Like I said, Tuesday, me and Mark Spector are doing top 10 Marvel versus top 10 DC. And then we're going to put those characters head to head, and people are going to vote. And I think there's even going to be a giveaway, possibly. So that's going to be fun. Like I said, tomorrow, me and Karate Kevin are doing ranking the Ninja Turtle movies. Thursday, we have our Thursday night chat with me and Two Brothers Comics. A new guy. I'm going to have a comic book room update video and a name that comic book character episode number 3 for my daughter this week. And I'll probably do another live show. I'm trying to do like a video every day, or like a video 5 times a week. That's my goal. What time on Tuesday? I think we said 8:30 Central Standard Time. 8:30 Central or 8:30 Eastern. I'll have to nail that down with Mark Spector, but late at night, Tuesday. Tori Tate says his favorite DC characters are Batman, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Firestorm. For Marvel, he likes Hulk, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Luke Cage, Wolverine. Dude, those are great picks. I'll tell you what, I used to read Aquaman, and it's actually like surprisingly like a really, really good character and fun to read. But if you're going to be cutting comic books to stop reading, that was one of the characters that I decided to cut, even though Aquaman is really, really good. If you've not read like the first like 10 to 20 issues of Aquaman Rebirth, it's really good. Really, really good. TJ Slide Dragon, you like Power Rangers? I didn't know that. Yeah, man. If you got any Power Ranger comic books, send them my way. You know I love them. Burke, how you doing? Hey, I'm good, genius. How you doing? What's the graded book next to you? Oh, it is The Brave and the Bold 54. First appearance of the Teen Titans CGC 4.0. It's my second favorite book in my collection, only behind the issue 0, 1 of 50 Green Ranger variant of Power Rangers. So just wrapping up here. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and had lots of really good people here. Comic Book Genius, TJ, Tori, Magic Lasso, Ken, Buck Hermit, Mark Spector, Karate Kevin, James Gallegos, Tori, Chad, D. Ronk, Nova Mad. We had Flashpoint Comics in here earlier, Two Brothers Comics, Evans Comics, Some Comic Book Hunter, Gomez, Grayman, Stay Puff was in here. Lots of really good people joining here. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. First Teen Titans, great book. It is. I love that book. My keyboard keeps freezing up. Sorry about that. No, you're good, man. Thanks for the show. Big time. Thanks for your time, Big Nasty. Thank you. Earlier, my daughter said that we are the Burke Nasty family, and my wife laughed, and we all thought it was funny. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. Again, this is Burke Family 54 Comics. Check out me and Karate Kevin tomorrow, ranking Ninja Turtle movies. Chad, if you want to hang out and join, give us rank the Ninja Turtle movies. Go ahead and join us if you're not working, man, because I know you're a big TMNT fan. Tuesday, me and Mark Spector going Marvel versus DC. Thursday night chat on Thursday of Dustin and Ryan. Got a couple other videos coming this week as well. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Again, I'm Burke Family 54 Comics. I'm Steve. And as always, stay safe and remember, go Cats.